What's up, everybody? It's the Haitian Homie, and today we're back with the third weekly recap as we look at what's gone on in Overwatch League in the past week. So today we're going to look at what's happened between Monday, January 21st and Sunday, January 27th. So let's dig in. Starting on Monday, January 21st, the Chengdu Hunters made their flight to Los Angeles so they could start preparing for the Overwatch League season, but they ran into a hiccup. Turns out Yang Zhaolong had his visa denied. He was refused entry into the United States and I guess was sent back to China to get it sorted out. So he's not joining the team in LA for now, and of course can't practice and scrim with them while he gets his visa trouble worked out. This isn't the first time this has happened in the Overwatch League. I remember Geggery had this problem, or a similar problem last year, and was delayed for a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, that just happens sometimes, especially with the Asian players. I feel like that happens more so with the Asian players than it does the European players. It's hugely unfortunate, but hopefully he'll be able to make it to LA before the season begins. On that same day, this isn't really Overwatch League news, but I think it's valuable for everyone nonetheless. Jayne, our favorite boy Jayne, is starting a second channel. So he announced on Monday that his main channel is going to be focused on education and coaching, while his second channel is going to be more about Overwatch League, the competitive scene, his tournaments, and so on. So if you're interested in watching more of Jayne's content, now you know what's going to be posted on each channel. First channel, the main channel, is education. Second channel is more keeping up with competitive Overwatch. Tuesday, January 22nd, Swoosh went off on previous coach Ryder. You may remember that Overwatch League Season 1, Swoosh was a tank player for the Florida Mayhem. He was since let go and has switched over to being a coach in the EU Contenders scene, leading Team Giganti to a win as his first season as a coach, so congratulations to him. But last week, one of the Florida Mayhem coaches was released, Ryder. Turns out Ryder, he wasn't that great, I guess, as far as the players were concerned. Swoosh, probably the coolest, funniest, nicest dude out there. I mean, he was the guy who was always leading the Florida Mayhem in their funky walk-in rituals. He said that letting Ryder go was one of the best decisions that the Mayhem has ever had. He was lazy, arrogant, and didn't care for his players. Again, this isn't super hard-hitting news, but wow. Not only was Ryder let go of, and people are saying that it was probably for the better, but Swoosh went so far as to say that it's literally the best thing that the Mayhem has ever done. So hopefully this is a new leaf being turned for the Mayhem, and hopefully they start to move in the right direction this season. I'm still not sold on them yet. We'll see, but this is probably a step in the right direction if Swoosh, has anything to say about it. Keeping up with all the jersey reveals, on Tuesday, the Atlanta Reign jerseys were revealed. And of course, I wasn't a huge fan of their branding, their marketing so far, but the jerseys look pretty tight. The home jersey has the font, the Atlanta Reign, written in text, and the away jersey has the Flaming Phoenix, which is the reverse of what a lot of teams are doing. Most teams seem to have their logo on the home, but Atlanta has it on the away. I think that the charcoal gray looks really good. I think the burgundy red pops with the white on the away jerseys. These are clean. These are sharp looking jerseys. Again, I'm not still a huge fan of the team, but the jerseys are tight. Keeping up with the jersey talk, we move over to Wednesday, January 23rd, and the Washington Justice jerseys were revealed. Again, not a huge fan of the branding for this team. In fact, I put them at the bottom of the list. But in some of the images I've seen, the red does look pretty okay. Like, again, yeah, it's the basic Americana theme. You know, it looks like the classic American flag look. And if that's what they're going for, these jerseys do a good job of making that classic look come across. It may not look like that in the rendered image, but there were some pictures taken during the media day this week that shows the Justice jerseys in the real world and they do look like your classic red, white, and blue jerseys. So congrats to them. Your whole Americana theme is looking spot on. Speaking of the Justice, I just got to put this out there. It looks like they're winning a lot of scrims. Their assistant coach, Avala, said that Corey promised to jump in the swimming pool if they won lots of scrims. Now, saying lots of scrims is not super descriptive, but basically they had a dare that Corey would jump in the pool if they were winning lots of scrims, and apparently they're winning lots of scrims because he jumped in the pool. Is this, again, super hard-hitting news? No, we don't know what the Avala means when she says they're winning, quote, lots of scrims, but, you know, I put the Justice in my top 10 in my power rankings, so I'm hoping that this is a hint that they're going to be the surprise of the year, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, hopefully they're winning some scrims. They don't look too bad. I would love to see that going forward. Thursday, January 24th, the Chengdu Hunters jerseys are revealed, and they look a little bit different in jersey form than they do in skin form, like in the game. I don't know, it seemed like in Overwatch, the skins are a little more yellow, but the jerseys are a little more orange. So they're primarily orange with some tan kind of beige on the shoulders. The font, Chengdu Hunters, written across both the home and the away jerseys, which I kind of don't like. I'm kind of sad that the panda doesn't have a spot on either jersey, because I think the panda is the best part of the jersey. I mean, you get the little tiny panda on the back above the name, but it's not nearly big enough. I think that the panda needed to be front and center on at least the away jersey. It probably looked better on the away jersey, honestly. I'm sad it's not there, but, you know, again, the colors look good. I think that shade of orange is good. It's definitely better than the shade of orange that the Philadelphia Fusion went with their first year. So yeah, I like the color here. Friday, January 25th, the Hangzhou Spark jerseys are revealed. I think this one was actually kind of spoiled way earlier on. I think when the Spark were announced, I think Zoe was wearing a Spark jersey, like, and posted it on social media shortly thereafter. So I guess this one was already kind of out in public, but now it's official. They just look fantastic. I mean, these jerseys look fantastic. The pink is perfect. The blue is perfect. It's so nice. We needed this. Like I said in the branding video, we needed this kind of pink and blue look. It's just so clean. I love it. Moving on. Finally, to wrap up the jersey talk, it's not new jerseys, it's updated jerseys. So the San Francisco Shock are moving from that primarily orange to a gray on the front. So you can see a picture of the updated jerseys. Again, instead of being all orange or orange and white, now they've got a gray front with the orange accents on the arms. I guess this was probably done to differentiate them from the Chengdu Hunters who are coming in, and then you've got the Philly Fusion. So you've got a couple orange kind of teams. I'm not quite sure why they made the Shock switch so that a new team could come in. Why didn't they just have the new team not be orange? Or maybe the Shock wanted to switch and go with a different color scheme even before the Hunters came along. I don't know what the deal is, but the jerseys look better than I thought they would. When they unveiled their new logo a few weeks back that had the gray in it, I didn't think the logo looked that good, but the color definitely translates on the jerseys better than on the logo. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Valiant went from a light green in Season 1 to more of a dark forest green, almost like a teal, in Season 2. I don't like this change, personally. I really liked the light green with the yellow. It reminded me of the Australian colors. It reminded me of like the Green Bay Packers a little bit. That green and yellow looked good. This kind of teal color, it doesn't vibe with me. It's not, I mean, I'm not personally a fan of this like green blue. It doesn't know what it is. It's not blue, but it's not green. I don't know. Personal opinion, but yeah, they've gone with a slightly darker green. I'm not a huge fan, but I know a lot of people on social media are. They prefer it better. So if this is what the fans wanted, then hey, good job for the Valiant for listening to their fans and switching up the colors a little bit. Props to you. Saturday, January 26th, again, not big news, but also going back to Yang Jiaolong. His name doesn't fit on his jersey. That's awkward. His name, the long part of his name is too long. It cuts off the NG, so it's just Yang Jiaolo, which is super awkward. So hopefully they can get a new jersey in before he comes to America, and it'll fit the name all on the back. I don't know, that's a little unprofessional because you would think that a t-shirt printing company would just, oh, it's not going to fit. Let's just make the font smaller and squish it on there and ta-da, you're good to go. I don't know what the design team was doing that they just did not update the font, that nobody looked at the font before they shipped the shirts out. Oops. But yeah, his name doesn't fit on his jersey. I just thought that was kind of funny. Aside from that, not a whole lot has happened this week. I mean, the biggest thing would probably be that a lot of players, now that the contender season is wrapped up, are looking for new teams. The most notable one is probably that all of XL2 is now looking for team. Wuyal and Tizzy both posted on Twitter about that this week. It's unfortunate that, you know, XL2 is just starting over. I mean, they've got great players. They've had some success, but they're starting over. I think that's a shot to their players. It's a shot to their fans. It's very poorly done. I think if they wanted to incorporate New York local talent, then they should have done that step by step. You know, every year or every season, maybe add in another local player or two until you rotate these players out. Don't just get rid of them all at once. I think that was a very poor taste. But yeah, so all of the XL2 players are now looking for team as of this week. So I hope that they find some new places to land and play some Overwatch. But that's been it for this week. Tune in next week. Hopefully we'll have some big news as we get closer to the Overwatch League Season 2 start date. We're barely 2.5 weeks away now, and I'm stoked. Yeah, I can't wait. Anyway, that's been it for this week. This is the Haitian Homie signing off, and I will see you all in the next video.